Hello, my name is Maisie Peters.
And I'm Ellen Peters.
And welcome to To
Twinhood. You finally let me out the cage. It's nice to take in the air.
Reveal your star power. To anyone watching or listening, this is our podcast. This is my twin sister, Ellen.
By how many minutes?
A big old 15 right then and there. And we recently moved in together.
We did. We share our little flat.
It goes well most of the time. We moved in together and we just started yapping a lot, really. I mean, we already were yapping a large amount, but I feel like we moved in together and the yap scale went through the roof.
Yeah, and a lot of the yaps we were having really felt like individual thoughts. Like, I really feel like we were coming onto some like big things.
Big theses, sort of. Yeah. You know that how everyone's always like, oh, we should start a podcast.
No, but we actually should.
And we were like, no, but we actually should.
No, but we're actually, like, we have a lot to give.
You have a lot to give. You had
so
a lot of untapped potential. And I've known this about you for a long time.
Yeah.
But I've kept you hidden.
You know what? Let's be real. The only reason that you're doing this podcast is to keep me away from Love Island. That and a boyfriend. But
yeah, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. You did first want to sort of explore your star power on Love Island a few years ago.
Well, I did get the message.
It's the giving Madison beer when she's like, so I was asked to be in the music video.
To be fair, I bet I'm one of like 300,000 girls that have been messaged that.
No, Queen, you're special. You're unique.
I'm so special.
Fortunately for potentially my career, you were in a relationship at this point.
Yeah.
So you begrudgingly had to
turn it down. As much as I'd have loved a boohoo deal.
Dream big, queen. But yeah, your star potential I've known was great for many, many years. In fact, of the two of us, I would say the people who know us would be like, oh, Ellen's the pop star. Like Ellen is the star.
I kind of am.
You kind of are. And that's, if you know us, that you just know that's true.
I'm not.
Somehow you work in corporate?
It's a shock to us all. It really is.
But you're shining bright in corporate.
I'm shining so bright.
So yeah, I was like, I think it's time to show the world your star power. And I think it's time for me, I was ready to share more of myself and more of my life with the girls who already know me from my music career.
Just mention that.
Just dropping my music career.
And I obviously had to be there to, you know, get it all out. Get all the gossip, get all the tea. Because there is nothing more than me and my lifelong sister like more than a cheeky bit of gossip.
Cheeky bit of gossip. Oh, morning, noon and night.
Like the feeling.
Feed it to me.
The feeling, like.
In my veins.
The weekend when I knew I had some information and like the feeling
huge piece of
of
information.
getting on that train knowing
What was about to happen.
I'm coming home.
You knock on the door, you say, you burst into my room, Maisie, you won't believe it.
And
I was sat.
And like, this is what we're bringing to life to the viewers, to the listeners.
Because why should we hoard our yaps and cheeky piece of gossips when
So selfish.
it would be so selfish of us? We should share it
unbelievably selfish
with the world. We would never be selfish girls.
No, I also like to share, you know, embarrassing things Maisie did.
Yeah.
Where she's not very pop star, because you're not pop star all the time.
I'm not.
No.
Sometimes I'm just in my slippers. Most of the time, I'm in my slips. Walking around the house like a little goblin.
Yeah, going forward, I will make sure Maisie doesn't refer to slippers as slips again. So,
I like my slips. I'm wearing them now. So, what can we be expecting, my queen, from this podcast?
we will be doing our weekly check-ins because obviously we do a lot.
And even though we spend every single minute of the day together practically, we do need to recap it together.
And you know, even though sometimes I have to be told to leave the house, we obviously still do a lot.
We do a lot, and you guys will really be hearing about it, but there are some big parts of our lives that we're really excited to share with you.
Maisie sponsors a whole football team. They may not be in the Premier League, but they are up and coming.
And we're dreaming big out
Coming
here.
to you live from Vauxhall.
And who's in the team?
My boyfriend. And who's the name on the shirt?
That would be me, Maisie Peters. Very big on the backs of the shirts. They go by the QTs.
Yeah.
And I'd sort of heard about it. I was across it, but as you know, my football knowledge isn't great. And then they sort of got in touch with me and over WhatsApp, and they said, Maisie, we'd really like to put your name on the back of our shirt. And I said, do I have to pay you? And they said, no. And I said, sure. And then lo and behold, a few months later, all 6 of them had Maisie Peters shirts and they wear them proudly. And sometimes don't other people at the Power League, they're like, why do you have Maisie Peters' name on the back of your shirt?
It's so worth it for just those rare moments when these boys are so confused.
Yeah.
Vauxhall Powley, Maisie Peters.
Not normally shaking hands.
Yeah, but here we are.
And I'm very proud of my team. Unfortunately, there's not been a lot of wins.
No.
Has there been a single win since I've been a sponsor?
They have had a forfeit. They take it in their stride. They go back again each and every week.
They do, and they make me proud. And I think that's my team. Those are my boys.
The seasons are long.
Very long. Very long.
So expect us to be checking in on how the cuties are doing.
My boys.
Maisie's
my
thoughts
brothers in arms.
on next steps.
Yep. Transfers and goals. That's what we're all about.
That's my gaffer.
That's the gaffer.
And then we're also going to be talking about your boyfriend that gives cottagecore and looks like he's from the set of Little Women. So we've got two varying vibes to bring to the table.
Like the two of us, you could say.
Like the two of us.
Just two varied vibes.
Yeah. We'll be sharing our East London guide to coolness, chillness,
realness, authenticity.
Authenticity.
The capital A.
How to be HOT hot.
You have never saad that ever.
No, never.
No, it's good to start now though. We will also be listening to your dilemmas or funny stories, anything you want to send in, which you can send in to hello@twinhoodpodcast.com.
Woo!
We love hearing what you guys are up to. We love hearing any struggles that are happening in your life currently, and we do our best to provide advice. Whether it is good advice, I cannot be saying.
Obviously, we want to hear about all your embarrassing work crushes, embarrassing boy problems, embarrassing just anything really. Because
anything embarrassing, anything funny.
We've got a whole lot to back you guys up on.
Yeah, there's a lot of embarrassing lore between us from our 24 years that I feel like this is the right place to really
air it.
So yeah, don't be afraid to just send in whatever curse thing is on your mind, is in your life. And know that we here at Twinhood have your back.
We're also going to be playing lots of random games.
Because this is a family affair.
We love games, except when boys play games with us.
We don't love those games, but we do love games together. The two of us.
Yes.
So I'll be sort of leading the games, I think, probably.
What if I want to lead the games?
Well, then you can lead the games, Queen. Everyone can lead the games.
Maybe I'll lead the games.
Okay, brilliant. So there'll be games. There'll be lore, there'll be gossip, everything a girl could want.
Yeah.
Before we go, we all know that every great show has a great theme song. And this feels like a good time for you to hear our theme song for the first time.
I'm scared.
You're scared. So just to give some context on how this came about, I took it upon myself to go into the studio with our good friend Joe Rubel and write a theme song. And I was like, you know what? This feels like a task made for me. So I went in, I wrote it in about 11 minutes, and then I did a full walk around Broadway Market and bought a lot of treats and a lot of fun little drinks, and then I came back, and then I said, Ellen, pull up to the stew. I said, Ellen, pull up.
She let me in.
I let you in. And
also, can we just say I was left standing outside with my line bike for about 10 minutes.
Okay, well, I didn't know you were there because I was busy making my magnum opus.
Also, I was literally, I get in, it looks like I was expecting glam. Like I was expecting the home of not another rock star. And it's literally like a warehouse. I don't know
how giving prison vibes.
I don't know how better to put it. And poor Joe, I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. Well, his studio is very nice.
And then I found out that he owns it. So sorry. It was so good inside. It had all the ADHD like fiddle toys. Mm-hmm. It had a lot to look at. I did feel like I lost time in there.
Yeah, time just really goes like that. And I'd already written the song and I'd written you a part to sing, but I deliberately left it quite open so you could really add your interpretation.
Ominous.
What is it?
Ominous.
Very
ominous.
It was an ominous vibe.
Yeah.
What, because you were scared?
No, because we didn't have a plan, really.
That's just not what ominous means. Ominous is like scary.
Well, yeah.
It was a bit ominous, actually.
Well, yeah.
We didn't know what was going to
have happened.
We didn't know what was going to come out your mouth.
I was promised that I would be Charlie XCX'd. Mm-hmm. I would be auto-tuned. I was promised it wouldn't even sound like me. So, I went pretty bloody crazy.
What's funny is that I kept saying, yeah, Joe, just like more auto-tune though. And he'd be like, no, I've used all the auto-tune. He's like, there's none left.
But there just has to be more.
There just has to be more. Okay, are you ready, Ellen?
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of nervous. Okay.
Quite loud.
I'll turn it down then.
I'm a bit shorter, she's a bit louder. Not 1 minute I was on the earth without her.
I can see some of my parts being cut.
No, no, shut up, Maisie. Anyway, this is our podcast, and it's called Twinhood, 'cause we're twins. Yeah, and we're so glad you're here with us, listening.
I sound like Lily Allen in 0.01 seconds of it. And I sound horrendous with the others.
Well, it's a work in progress.
It is. It slays.
It's, yeah.
You slay.
Thank you.
And my 0.05 seconds of sounding like Lily Allen.
That also.
It's when I go, hey.
Yeah, I know you really liked that bit in the
I
studio.
did.
Yeah, you kept making us replay it.
I kept on trying to redo it. And I was like, right, the other bits can sound
Like Lily Allen too.
but the other bits do not sound like, sorry, Lily Allen, if you're watching.
No, I think I really just appreciate how much you committed to it.
I just
though.
let loose.
You let loose.
Clearly.
Maybe a little too loose.
You know, you guys were laughing, but you were saying, yeah, this is good, Ellen. I feel
Gaslit.
I feel gaslit.
No, it is good. And I just think more was more.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, well, as I said, we're sort of still working on that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never going to be a shy girl, am I? I'm never going to be like a, oh, no.
No, I'm too shy. I don't want to sing in the podcast.
Because, like,
song.
I will.
You will. Yeah. You said I will with your whole chest.
I will.
You said pass me the mic.
Pass me the mother freaking mic. So, after hearing that beautiful ballad, song, theme, whatever you'd like to call that,
Piece of art.
cat cry, I think it's a good place to wrap it up.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching and listening. This has been the best time. And if you think that was funny, just you wait.
So much to come.
So much to come. Nobody's ready. Nobody's body is ready.
They don't even know you. If, like,
They think they know me.
They're gonna know
But
you.
the Maisie Peters you're about to meet. Wow.
Wow. She is just more than a rock star.
She is.
She's not just another rock star.
She's not. Oh my God, I'm blushing. So yeah, just thank you so much for watching and listening. I guess there's only really one thing for it, really. There's only one thing to play us out that we should listen to.
Producer Paul, hit that.